Welcome to Straight No Chaser. So grab a glass and join your hosts, your girl Ann BZ, Pastor C, Thin Bad, and the Chief.
What? How stupid would I be to do that?
I didn't say you
That's
were holding.
stupid, guys.
I didn't.
Is this camera on me?
Yes, it's on.
That's stupid.
Welcome to Straight No Chaser, where we never dilute the issues, we only serve the hard stuff. It's your girl, Ann Beezy, and as always, I'm joined by my fabulous co-hosts, Thin Bad.
Hey.
And the Chief.
Good evening.
So this has been another busy week in TMZ land and other entertainment news outlets. With America still reeling from the sexual misconduct allegations against R. Kelly, a new round of allegations were leveled against Michael Jackson as well. Leaving Neverland aired this week, and it is the talk of the town, but unfortunately not in a good way. The documentary features accusers who are graphically describing alleged sexual assault encounters with the late king of pop when they were juveniles. As you may recall, Mr. Jackson died in 2009 after receiving a lethal dose of propofol. As the accusations swirl, the Jackson family has circled the wagons to vigorously defend Michael. Rumors have been rampant for years regarding his fascination with teenage boys, but he was found not guilty in criminal proceedings and settled other accusations out of court. Ironically, this is the same pair of people that testified in court as adults that they were never mistreated while in Mr. Jackson's presence. So tonight we're going to attempt to make sense of this whole mess. So to help us discuss this scorching hot tea is Miss Danielle Nelson, producer of 13 Action News in Las Vegas. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it.
So super excited for that. Danielle's a member of the National Association of Black Journalists and previously worked with Dick Clark Productions and American Idol. So welcome, Danielle.
Thank you.
Before we jump in, I want to remind the audience that you can call in at 702-425-7789 or chat with us live on Spreaker. We want to hear from you. So, you know, since you're new with us, I'm just going to throw you right under the bus.
Oh, gosh.
So, Danielle, tell me from your perspective, you know, what is this all about? Because, you know, the Jackson family and the Kelly camp, I'll say, are both trying to say that this is a media storm. This is a chance to do some defamation things. You know, there's a lot of rumors swirling around. So first, let's break down this R. Kelly thing, and then we can talk about the Michael Jackson thing later on in the show. Mm-hmm. But what do you think about this R. Kelly storm that we have been in since the documentary came out on Lifetime?
Well, I would say, I mean, that was the biggest story, of course, when I went into work today, was the R. Kelly thing. And, of course, as soon as CBS This Morning came on, like, a ton of the producers and reporters were just sitting there just watching this, like, Gail is really coming for him. R. Kelly, I mean, really? Like, Jesus is the one. You can't escape from this, R. Kelly. I mean, so... But I don't think that this has anything to do with the media, because
I don't either.
No, because we've known that R. Kelly has been doing just such vile and nasty stuff for decades.
Right.
So I think that the documentary, I think it was really well done.
Definitely.
I think it's completely different than the Leaving Neverland, because it seems like that is just coming off of no proof.
I'm not gonna lie to you, and you're probably gonna agree just by what you said to me. But I was talking about this at the radio station earlier. I just think that while the Leaving Neverland documentary was compelling, and of course the viewership was going to be high because people are interested. Yeah, I just thought it was kind of poor. Yeah. On the network side, journalism wise, because it's just like you said. When I was watching the R. Kelly documentary, by the end of it, I felt drained. Yeah, I was like, "Oh my goodness!"
I couldn't even finish it.
I finished it, but it was like, "Geez!" Like I done watched the mom get her little girl. Yeah. I've seen people who were in his camp close to him, married to him, all come out and share and confirm. And it's like Leaving Neverland, you lacked all of that. Yeah. You didn't have one person who was actually close to Michael. Right. You just have, the guys and the family and their family, and their explanation was, oh, well, because this isn't about Michael, this is about them and their story. And it's like, I get that, but because it was lacking that, I had trouble really standing behind it like I could with R. Kelly.
Right, I agree.
Well, with R. Kelly though, I mean, if you look at that interview with Gayle King, it was pretty apparent to me just from my previous life that this guy has some issues to hide.
Oh, absolutely.
And the body language, and I'll tell you, had a seasoned detective been in the room when he made the admission that he needed help, that was the end right there. Yeah. To just get him to give up the whole gig. Yeah. And so there's a lot going on with that guy. And he does need help.
Absolutely.
But, he needs to, but at this point, he needs to be helped into a jail cell. Now,
right.
That's my opinion.
I don't think he can get away with this. Go ahead.
That's right. What'd you say?
I mean, there were different. I'm trying to figure out where it was almost like I can't imagine a lawyer telling him, hey, I need you to just jump on national television and go ahead and tell your side of the story. I'm sure a lawyer would say, no, don't do that. Don't go on there. Yeah. And so now they said this was like an 80-minute thing. So this is going to be going on the rest of the week. We're going to be seeing more and more of this. Yeah. I got to give kudos, though, to Gayle, who I never really paid much attention to before. But her poise and all of that.
She handled it like a champ.
She did.
Oh, yeah.
Robert.
No, that was my favorite part. Robert.
It's like a second grade teacher. Robert. Sit your ass down.
No, I think Gayle was scared.
No, I don't think.
No, I don't think at all.
She was sitting there so
crazy.
calm and just like, what are we doing, sir?
Right. I loved it.
What in the world is this boy doing?
Right.
She was good.
And now here's one thing that I noticed that people might want to watch again and notice this. Now, this whole interview, she was asking him, so did you or did you not do it? He never said he didn't do it. The only thing he said was, I beat my case. Y'all can't double jeopardy me. I beat my case. And so, the whole interview, he's on the defense, and it just gets crazy. He starts to crying, then he gets up. Oh, I thought this was yes. So
now, when he told him, he said they were lying. He said they all were lying. He said, which lie in particular? He said, all of them.
All of them. Like, what?
Hold on.
Yeah. And I didn't understand, how he would say, does this make sense? Use common sense. I don't know what we're trying to make sense of.
Right. That's why you're here.
Right.
It don't make
sense. I
thought
he was going to jump up and start singing.
Oh.
I believe I can cry.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now, they have taken 50 seconds of his interview, and when I tell you that they remixed it and put it on the instrumental from Trapped in the Closet, they are not playing with this man on Twitter.
Twitter was going off today. I was dying.
Ruthless.
Ruthless. What type of things were you all seeing on Twitter?
Oh my gosh.
I saw one it was where he was crying into the camera, and somebody was saying when I find out my bills are about to be paid, and when I get my tax return and it all goes to the bills I have to pay, and it's just this face of oh my God, that face that he had today. I mean, And then with Gail and the whole Robert thing, people are saying, "Oh, Gail is speaking the truth right here."
Yep.
Like they're just
Yeah,
hilarious.
Yeah,
Only
nobody's
person
on his
happy.
side. No one's on his
Only
side.
person happy about all this is Jussie Smollett because everybody
Oh,
stopped talking
Lord.
about him.
That's right. That's
Both
right.
of
But it's
them.
something wrong with Chicago singers.
That's
Well,
right.
listen.
It's not a good month.
Either they got nooses around their necks or they just, what in the world's
yeah.
going on
No,
there?
all I'm saying is, maybe he wants to elevate his career. He can sit in jail with R. Kelly. He can write Jesse some songs.
There you go.
And they can get this popping.
Teamwork.
Well,
right.
well, let me ask my media reps in the room because
Jail mixtapes.
right.
Volume 1.
That's right. That's right.
Remix.
So Danielle,
Yes.
you work in Channel 13 in Vegas, and
Yes.
of course, Ambeezy, you are on the morning crew with the Power 88, the 702 workout crew.
Yes,
workout
the
crew.
people station.
Wake up
We
crew.
are one.
That's right. So
Yeah, work out, wake up. Which is it? They do it all.
They working out, waking up. So, ladies, so from a media perspective, is this going to dominate the news cycle forever? Do you think he helped himself at all? He or anybody else in this camp? I mean, from the media perspective, what are you guys thinking from that perspective? Not whether or not he did it or not.
I think it's clickbait. It's
Yes.
definitely clickbait for us.
At this
Now,
point.
what does that mean?
I like that. I like that jargon.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Can you explain that for us who are not in the media?
Sure.
Yes,
So clickbait means like when you're on Facebook or Twitter, Instagram, whatever, and they're showing a clip, because everything is basically like small videos now.
Right.
So when you're looking at this video with no sound, but you just see somebody like R. Kelly just going crazy, having this chant, like, "Ooh, I need to click on that and I need to hear it."
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what
What it
clickbait
is.
is.
Oh, now I
It's
understand
gonna
a
make you
whole
want
lot
to
of
know
these
more.
things.
Yeah. So definitely for today's interview, it's going to be talked about for the rest of the week, of course,
Of
into
course.
next week.
Well, especially once Friday comes, because I don't know if you guys know, but Friday, those two little girls that everybody has been wondering about, Joycelyn and Azriel, they, the ones who are still with him from the documentary,
Oh, okay.
they are actually going to have their own interview with Gail.
Oh, that's
on Friday morning.
That's right.
So I know this will carry at least into the weekend because of
Yeah.
that interview, because everybody's been dying. I mean, after the documentary concluded,
Right.
everybody was asking about Azriel because it was like, oh, well, her parents wanted to go get her too, but where is she at? They didn't know she was still in the studio, and you didn't hear anything about this girl until he went to trial. And so all of a sudden he goes to trial and she pops up again, and both of them are holding hands together, laughing, going to this trial, and it's very disheartening.
Yeah.
Because Joycelyn, her parents have been wanting her back for a long time, and she, she's defending them, and who knows what he's been telling them about. Your family's gonna do this, and your family's gonna do that. So, for me, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens to those girls when he gets locked up, because they're gonna be out in the world. Are they gonna go home? Are they gonna get therapy and then eventually speak out, or the parallel between this potential interview and what's going to happen to them moving forward is going to be really interesting.
Yeah.
Really interesting.
So let me ask you this. So is there do you think the media is giving this guy too much of a platform? I mean,
No.
what do you think?
No, I think actually it's driving him crazy. Honestly.
Why do you say that?
That's not a long ride.
Yeah, I think it's actually because if you just saw his demeanor and even the way he looked in the face, he just looked like he was drained.
Yeah.
And the one thing that people don't understand is he's been getting away with this for years. For years.
Yeah.
To the point where I can't say that, he doesn't think he's done anything wrong. But when you have yes people around you all the time, people who are helping you hide, the girls train, the girls feed, the girls, they got to go to the bathroom, they got to ask, all this stuff. When you have people around you like that for long periods of time, and then all of a sudden there's massive attention towards it, and now people are like, whoa, like they literally, everybody went